But they did know that disobeying God would be bad. But there was a serpent. I'm not sure if ever in your life you ran across somebody so cunning and so slick.
What does God say about the genocides around the world?
You want to talk about it?
I have to go to a protest about it, but
You're going to ask me and then walk away.
I'll come back.
Okay, come back and we'll talk about it. So, Eve knew what was right and what was wrong,
So did Adam.
but she didn't have complete knowledge of good and evil. I'm going to get to Adam in a moment. Don't worry, I love women. I'm going to get to Adam in a moment. But first, let's talk about Eve. Now, Eve got tempted by the serpent. Because, like I was saying, I don't know if you ever had a friend in your life or someone come in your life who is real slick talking and real smooth and could pretty much get you to do anything before you even notice you already done it. Well, the snake is like a million times more slick, more cunning, more deceitful than that. And he got Eve to look at the fruit, to desire the fruit, and then to eat of the fruit. And Eve didn't want to keep that sin to herself, so she invited her husband to come along and eat of the fruit also. And that's when sin came into the world. You see, Adam was given dominion over the earth. He should have been protecting Eve. Instead, he partook in the very thing that brought death into this world. Before then, there was no death. These people would have lived for eternity in a paradise. But just like a computer, when it's brand new, it works perfectly until you start clicking on those pop-ups and going on websites you ain't supposed to be going on. And then you get a virus. That's exactly what happened in the Garden of Eden. Death came into the world because they disobeyed God. And they got kicked out of the garden, this perfect place, perfect humans who had free will, and they made a bad choice. And ever since then, we've been paying for it. So if you ask yourself, like the gentleman that passed by here asked me about genocide, well, is God to blame? Who's committing the genocides? Is it God or is it human beings? Is God to blame for that, for your free will? Should God intervene in every bad thing that happens? If he did, let me tell you, you would be a robot and I would be a robot.